Hello, friends. This is Scott Smith with Banker Brokers. Today's topic, diversification. We talk about diversification in all aspects of life, whether it's government, political, personal, professional, but many associate diversification when you talk about the topic of finances. It's been the custom in America for the past 30 plus years to define diversification in a certain way. And I'd like to persuade you today that the popular way of thinking about diversification isn't diverse at all. In fact, it's far from it. Um, Whenever you talk to your financial advisor or you talk to the HR department about how you're doing with your 401k, this is what happens. They want you to diversify inside its own biosphere of mutual funds. Most people, other than their home, their second largest asset is their 401k, or if you're self-employed, your IRA. And so financial planners, they see that they want you to put every dime with them because they make money. It's true. The more you give them, the more they make. So if they can convince you that they possess all the diversification within them, they're making more money. But that doesn't necessarily help you out. So the common way of thinking is diversifying is we're going to be super aggressive with X amount of my money. We're going to be aggressive with this amount of money. We're going to be moderate with this amount of money, and then we're going to be cautious with this amount of money. And so, whether you're in a 401k or an IRA, that is what has stood for diversification for 35 years. Um, but here's a clue. It's That's not diversification at all. That's just a nice way of saying I have got all my eggs in one basket when you have all your money in a 401k or all your money in a stock-based IRA. That's not diversification at all. That's all in one strategy. So that works okay as long as the stock market goes up and it stays up when you need it. But if it plunges, you've lost your earnings, or if it plunges and you're required to and you need the money for retirement, or you not necessarily need the money for retirement, but you've reached that magical age of 70 and a half, and you're required to take minimum withdrawals annually, no matter what your portfolio looks like at the time, then um, then you start realizing you're not diversified at all. You're very vulnerable. So so what does diversification in our modern world look like? Let's start. Let's build ourselves the Scott Smith Banker Brokers pyramid of diversification. I would say the first thing that you do is you start off with cash value life insurance. Cash value is not term insurance. It is value oriented life insurance that actually gives back to its owner, which is you, uh, when more so than it does your heirs when you die. People have this misperception that life insurance is something that you'll never see benefit of, that only your heirs will see benefit of if you die while the contract's still going. But actually, life insurance from the its origins, when all we had was whole life back in the 1800s, it was meant as someone's retirement policy. And until the 1940s, when defined benefit pensions came around with the unions, that's what people had was life insurance to borrow on when they got older, tax free. So let's start off with the value added life insurance. I'm a particular fan of value indexed universal life. Some people like whole life, but the point is you have it there. As we're building our pyramid, the second thing that you would want would be investment annuities. We call these fixed indexed annuities or FIAs. This is a great program that allows you to participate in stock market gains, but it prevents you from experiencing stock market losses. So instead of your portfolio going up and down and up and down and up and down, it's like a staircase. It goes sideways, up, sideways, up, sideways, up. So you're guaranteed through the program to experience gains but not experience losses. So that's the second of the foundation. Now, the third is mutual funds. That is where you have, and see the pyramid, it's getting smaller. So you want a smaller amount of your money in mutual funds because we are talking about diversification. And you want to, depending on your characteristics, whether you're a conservative or a moderate or an aggressive investor, uh, that you want to put a certain amount of money directly tied to the stock market. Now, I would suggest if you already have your life insurance in place, which is going to give you retirement when you retire, and you have your fixed index annuities in place, which is going to give you retirement, you could be far more aggressive with your mutual funds, whether it's an IRA or whether it's a 401k. You could, if you have the other two in place, be far more aggressive. And then, as we're inching up the pyramid, we need to look into precious metals, whether it be gold or silver. Always have a percentage, if you can budget for it and afford it, to have a part of your investment in precious metals. Above precious metals, we want to look at you just being adventurous and learning through others how to invest directly in the stock market. Now, this is highly risky, so you could it's somewhat like going to Vegas, but then all investment in the stock market is you can win big or you can lose big. That's why we have it as a small percentage of how you're investing your portfolio at the top. Um, and then at the very tip top, we would put REITs, which is real estate investment trusts. And so we would put that to where you can be involved in the real estate market, and parenthetically, we're about to experience a big crash in commercial real estate, which may affect residential real estate right now, but we want to do that. And so, at the very top, you have REITs, or real estate investment trusts, and that completes your pyramid. It's a lot different than just saying I want to be aggressive or moderate or conservative in my 401k plan. That's not diversification at all. We want you to have assets in many different sectors so that when gold and silver is down, your life insurance or your fixed index annuities are still going up, and maybe you do luck out. Maybe you're one of those fortunate people that if you have your pyramid going and you're really aggressive in your mutual funds, that just gives you far more money to utilize in retirement than you had ever planned to. But you know you have your right base, and then for the very few luckies who make it big, buying and selling individual stocks, there's a few, not many. There's a few who really make it big and can make their dreams come true and family members' dreams come true as well. I hope that this makes sense about what diversification is. This is just a small introduction to what diversification is by how we define it at Banker Brokers. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us at bankerbrokers.com. That's bankerbrokers.com. Um, uh, Give us your information. We'll contact you back. And of course, we won't hassle you or anything, but we're just here to educate and help you understand better. And if we can help you at all, just let us know. But the main thing is really understand what diversification is and do your best to build your true diversification triangle for yourself. You'll thank yourself for it. Okay. This is Scott Smith with bankerbrokers.com, and you have a great day.